everybody, Buggy here back with another video. So this week I'm taking you along with Ted and I to a new permission in a bean field. So it was the site of a bonanza farm dating back to the 1880s, but instead of growing crops, it was a nursery for ornamental trees. So we found the site of the house and there was just so much to be found. This is actually going to be part one of a two-part episode. So stay tuned for next week's part two, but for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Well, I just picked up my first find of this new bean field. That there, gonna be a spoon handle. I'm going to clean this one up. It looks super fancy, but I will loop you back in. Well, here's the spoon handle all cleaned up again. Super, super fancy. Definitely nickel and silver plated, but very cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So down here, I had a 67 signal on the Amphibio. Right there, that is a coin. What is it? Looks like Lincoln, so it might actually be a wheat penny. Yeah, probably going to be a wheat penny if I had to guess. Oh yeah, there it is. 1 cent on the back of that one. And it is pretty crunchy. Maybe there'll be a date, maybe not. Not much that I can see. It's real green, but I'll clean this up when I get a date. I'll loop you back in. So here's the wheat penny all cleaned up. It's going to be tough to see, but 1924D is going to be the date on that one. And believe it or not, this is actually a semi-key date coin at only like 2.5 million minted. I'll throw up the exact number underneath of that one, but that is an awesome find, so I will certainly take that. Let's see if we get something else. Well, this one was right underneath the surface, and I just pulled up this bit here. It is, I believe, a chunk of a suspender clip. It's got a bunch of flowery fancy on it, but it's a cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So this target here was super shallow, and looking at all that can slaw in my pouch, this sounded just like another piece of it, but no, that is actually a super, super fancy suspender clip. I'll get that to the light so you can see it a little bit better, but tons of flower patterns on that. But even though it is broken, it's still a very cool find. It's definitely got a lot of age to it, so I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I'm just going to swing over this 71, 72, and it is right on the surface. I just kicked the brush aside. Look at that. Right there is going to be a coin. Thinking probably a wheat based on the numbers, but we shall see. Yeah, there is 1 cent on the back of that one. Let's see if we got an old date on it. It is very crusty. Huh. I have not seen much, so I'm going to clean this up a little bit off camera, and I'll loop you back in. So here's the wheat penny all cleaned up. It is in pretty crusty condition. Either 1911 or 1918 is what I believe the date is going to be. It's 19 something. But here's the back of that coin, 1 cent. But I will take a wheat penny, so in the pouch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So this signal, I swung over it. Perfect. Upper 60s, low 70s. And this, it just sounds like a coin. So I'm going to dig this one up live. There it is right there. So we're gonna pop this and see what we have. And I can already see it right there. Check that out. That is actually going to be a coin. So I'm gonna get my glove off and see what we got here. Thinking probably a wheat penny based on the numbers. And I do see 1 cent, so let's see if maybe an older date. Crusty again, so I'm gonna clean this one up off camera, and I will loop you back in. Well, here it is all cleaned up. 1919 is going to be the date on this one. Another super, super green one, but there's the back of that coin, but I'll take a wheat penny. It's number 3 for the day, so let's see if we get something else. Well, Ted's finally got an older coin. He's saying this is gonna be an Indian. Yeah, that's an Indian. I see it through the crust now. And that is a really crunchy one. There's the 1 cent though. It actually looks like a pretty one. Maybe we'll have an older date on this when I clean it up, but I'm gonna have to work this a little bit and I'll loop you back in. Well, for a farm field, this looks really good. 1881 is gonna be the date on that one, so that is a very old coin there. There's the 1 cent on the back, but nice find. Let's see if we get something else. Well, down here, I thought I was gonna have my Indian head penny. Turns out it's actually just an accordion reed, but still got some H to it. Definitely a cool relic, so I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Look at this coin ball right there. That's going to be my 4th coin. Hopefully this will be my first Indian, and I actually believe it will be. I think I can see the wreath already on that one. Oh yeah, definitely an Indian head penny. And there is the 1 cent on the back. It's going to be a pretty one too. So this is going to be a crunchy one that I'm probably going to need to clean up off camera. Yeah, I'm not seeing much for date, but I will clean this up and I'll loop you back in. So here's my Indian head penny all cleaned up. 1902 is going to be the date on it. And here's the back of the coin. Actually pretty good condition coming out of the farm field, but I'll take an Indian. So in the patch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So this one came up in the mid 40s and I see small and round and possibly the remnants of a shank on the back. Huh. I'll give this one a pants rub and see if maybe some detail will come through. Yeah, some sort of button of some sort. Lee is what it says on it, so just a old Lee jeans rivet, but cool find either way. Let's see if we get something else. So I've just pulled up this massive piece of brass from way down deep. This thing was probably a foot down. And Ted is saying that this is a some piece to like a big trunk, like the decorative brass covering for a hinge or something like that. But it's a very cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, it is time for another piece of old stuff. That's big, round, and actually looks to be made of lead. And I believe we've got us a hem weight. So this would have been used to hold down the hem of a woman's dress so it did not blow up. So very cool find there. I will take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, this one was way down there. Didn't even give a VDI on the machine, and look what just popped out to me. Yet again, we've got another coin. This one is another wheat penny. So I believe this is wheat number 4 for me today. There's the 1 cent on the back. We'll give that a pants rub to see if we can bring out just a little bit more detail. And this one actually had a pretty clean wipe, so maybe we'll be able to see the date right away. Looks like a 1910, I believe. Yeah, 1910 is going to be the date on that one. So pretty old coin there, almost an Indian. So I will take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, this one was pretty much right on top of the ground. Check that out. That is going to be another penny. I'm thinking it is a wheat penny. Yeah, definitely a wheat. There is Lincoln on the front of that one. And this one looks like it's wiping clean, so maybe we'll get a nice clear date. Yeah, 1912 will be the date on that one. Then all of these wheats we've been digging out of here have been pretty old. I think 1929 is the newest one, but yeah, that one is a 1912. And then here is the 1 cent on the back. Back's not in great condition, but I will take a wheat penny. So in the patch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. I was literally just telling Ted, it's surprised nobody's found a nickel yet. Check that out. Right there in the clump. That is a nickel for sure. And boy, is that a smooth one. Wow. I'm thinking probably a V-nickel. Yeah, definitely a V-nickel. And that thing is slick. 1887, I believe. So that has definitely got some age to it. And there's the back of that coin, 5 cents. But I will take a V-nickel. So in the patch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else.
Hey everybody, Bug Eater back with another wrap up from my hunt with Ted at the tree farm. So I want to start off by saying congrats to Ted on all of his awesome finds. Here's my take from the hunt. Now this is only what we found before lunch, so stay tuned for next week's episode when I show you what we found after lunch in the same field. But on with the finds. I got a silver plated spoon handle, an accordion reed. I also got into this fancy brass bit, which is a piece off of a suitcase latch. I got a pair of buttons, including this busted 2-hole and a Lee jeans rivet. And then I also got a hem weight, a pair of super fancy suspender clips. And now on with the coins. There were a ton of them in this field. We'll start with the wheat pennies. I got a 1924D semi-key date at only 2.52 million minted. I also got a 1919, a 1918, a 1912, and the oldest being a 1910. I also got onto one Indian head penny here. The date on this one is 1902, if I can get that flipped over. And then I even got onto one V-nickel. It's a little bit slick, but on the date side, it is 1887, so pretty old coin for the site. But that was my hunt, guys. Thanks again for coming along. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Bug Eater, signing out.